Environmental Science, Lesson 1, Controlling Air Pollution, Unit 3. Dear students, we are going to learn some of the devices which can be used to reduce air pollution in this unit. First, fabric filter. Fabric filter can also be called as bag house or bag filters. This device is designed to handle heavy dust loads. Dust collector consists of a blower, dust filter, filter cleaning system, and dust receptacle and dust removal system. The air containing the suspended particulate matter is passed through the bag filters. The dust particles are trapped in the bag and clean air passes out of the bag. Fabric filter consists of series of cloth bags. You can see series of cloth bags. Those dotted lines are series of cloth bags. The polluted air is passed through the series of cloth bags. Raw gas, that is polluted gas. Okay. Particulate matter gets trapped and separates out. The clean air comes out. In the diagram you can see that. Where are these devices used? These are generally used in thermal power stations, incinerators, chemical, steel, cement, food and pharmaceutical industries. The second device we are going to learn is cyclone separator. It consists of a conical container called a cyclone. Air flows in a spiral pattern in this container. Larger, denser particles in the rotating airstream strike the outside wall, falling then to the bottom of the cyclone where they can be removed. The cyclone separator is a centrifugal separator where the particles are swung as a result of their mass by the centrifugal force to the outside. They are used as pre-treatment before flue gases enter more effective pollution control devices. The next device we are going to learn is wet scrubber. Wet scrubber is a form of pollution control technology to control gaseous pollutants, especially acidic gases. In wet scrubber, the polluted gas stream is sprayed with lime water to neutralize the acid gas. These are used in acid plants, fertilizers plant, steel mills, etc. Wet scrubber In this wet scrubber, the waste gas is passed through a chamber. Water is sprayed from the top onto the gas. Particulate matter is separated out. Many gases like sulfur dioxide dissolve in water and separate out from the waste gas. Now we are going to learn the fourth device called as electrostatic separator. Electrostatic precipitator. An electrostatic precipitator, ESP, or electrostatic air cleaner is a suspended particulate matter collection device that removes particles from flowing gas using the force of an induced electrostatic charge as its principle. ESP. There are two electrodes in this. You can see in the diagram also. One is positively charged while the other is negatively charged. When the waste gas is passed through these electrodes, the particulate matter gets precipitated on one of the electrodes. Thus, ESP help to remove particulate matter, especially dust and smoke particles from the waste gases. They are used in removing particles from waste gases at industrial facilities and power generation stations. Now we'll move on to another topic called zoning. Zoning is a device of land use planning used by local governments in most developed countries. The word is derived from the practice of designating permitted uses of land based on mapped zones which separate one set of land uses from another. Basically, urban zone falls into one of 5 major categories: residential, mixed residential, commercial, industrial and special. Special means power plants, sport complexes, airports, shopping malls, etc. So now you will come across zoning done for the coronavirus also. Red zone, green zone and orange zone. So red zone means where the corona cases are more. Green zone means not a single case reported. Whereas orange zone means few cases are reported. So zoning means, now I think you understand. So like that, Taj trapezium zone. We are going to learn about Taj trapezium zone. Air pollutants abrade, corrode, tarnish soil, erode, crack, weaken and discolor many human-made structures and materials. Acid rain produced by oxides of sulfur and nitrogen have corrosive effects on the buildings and other materials. The famous marble monument, namely Taj Mahal at Agra, is under acute danger of air pollution. How many of you have seen Taj Mahal, children? It is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Taj trapezium zone is defined area of 10,400 square kilometers around the Taj Mahal to protect the monument from pollution. It is beautiful structure, monument, magnificent structure, totally made up of white marble. Now it is under threat. Okay. Then the Supreme Court has taken an initiation. The Supreme Court of India delivered a ruling on 30/12/1996 regarding industries covered under TTZ in response to PIL. PIL means public interest litigation, seeking to protect the Taj Mahal from environmental pollution. It banned the use of coal, coke industries located in TTZ with a mandate for switching over from coal or coke to natural gas and relocating them outside TTZ or shutting down. That means they either switch over to the natural gas instead of coal or coke, or they should completely shut down the industries. The TTZ comprises over 40 protected monuments, including 3 World Heritage Sites: Taj Mahal, Agra Fort and Fatehpur Sikri. TTZ is so named since it is located around Taj Mahal and is shaped like trapezoid. You can see the Taj Mahal picture, children, and the trapezium which is drawn on the map, no? Mathura, Bharatpur, Agra, these are the 3 area where which comes under TTZ. Now coming to assignment. Draw a neatly labeled diagram of the following: fabric filter, cyclone separator, wet scrubber, electrostatic precipitator. What is TTZ? What is zoning? What are the effects of air pollution on buildings? And explain.